Ladies and gentlemen, success isn't a coincidence. It's a result of daily effort, consistent action, and pushing yourself to grow beyond your limits. The winners in life, the champions, they don't just coast through their days. They understand that achievement is built one step at a time, every day, without exception. The truth is, success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do every day. The small, consistent actions you take toward your goals compound over time. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about making each moment count, pushing yourself forward regardless of how you feel. You see, it's easy to get caught in the trap of complacency. It's comfortable to take a day off, to rest, to take a break. But the winners understand that even on those days when you don't feel like it, you have to show up. You have to push yourself. Because success isn't just a result, it's a habit, a mindset that you cultivate every single day. Winners know that the path to greatness is rarely a straight line. It's full of challenges, setbacks, and obstacles. But each setback is just an opportunity to rise higher, to push yourself harder, to be better than you were yesterday. And in that, you find success. So the question is, are you willing to push yourself every day like the winners do? Are you willing to give a little extra when others take it easy? Are you ready to invest in yourself, to keep going when the going gets tough? If you want to achieve anything worth having, then the answer is yes. You must push yourself every single day. Success is built on the small, daily habits that move you closer to your goal. Winners know the importance of showing up every day. Complacency is the enemy of growth. Push yourself beyond what feels comfortable to see extraordinary results. Winners don't waste time on things outside of their control. They take charge of their actions, attitude, and mindset every day. The days you don't feel like working are often the most important. Push yourself even when it's hard. That's when growth happens. True winners develop self-discipline. They don't wait for motivation to come. They make the decision to push forward regardless of how they feel. Success isn't about taking giant leaps. It's about making small, consistent improvements. Winners focus on incremental progress every day. Winners know that struggle is part of the process. They don't shy away from difficulty. They face it head on, knowing it builds strength and resilience. Focus on getting better than you were yesterday. Winners know that the only competition worth having is the one against your own limitations. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Winners see failures as learning opportunities, not reasons to quit. Push through, learn, and grow. It's the daily effort compounded over time that yields success. Winners understand that pushing yourself every day is the foundation for achieving greatness. Daily consistency is the cornerstone of all achievement. It's easy to get excited about a goal or a new project, but what separates those who achieve from those who only dream is the commitment to show up each day. It's not about making grand gestures or taking massive leaps all at once. Real success is found in the small, steady actions that are repeated day after day. Now, you might ask, why does this matter so much? Why not just make a big effort once in a while and expect results? The answer is simple. Success doesn't work like that. You can't expect to hit your target by taking sporadic action. It's the consistent daily efforts that add up and build momentum over time. When you choose to show up every single day, even when things are tough, even when you don't feel like it, you're telling yourself that you're serious about your future. You're building a work ethic that doesn't depend on motivation, because motivation will come and go. What lasts is discipline. The ability to do what's necessary, even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient. Think about this. If you commit to making progress every day, even if it's just a small step, over time, that progress compounds. Just like saving a little bit of money every day leads to wealth, the little actions you take consistently will eventually lead to your big goals. So don't focus on instant gratification or the idea of an overnight success. Understand that it's the small, consistent actions that over time create extraordinary results. You don't need to be perfect every day. The key is to keep moving forward, to keep putting in the effort, and to trust that the work you're doing is building something great. Over time, this daily consistency will shape you into the person who gets the results you want. Every day is an opportunity to get a little bit closer to your goal, so take it. Don't wait for the perfect day. Just make today count. The winners know that their success isn't dependent on a single burst of effort, but on the steady, daily commitment to moving forward. If you want to achieve anything worthwhile in life, you've got to learn to break free from the prison of your comfort zone. We all have this invisible line that we draw around ourselves. It's the place where things feel safe and familiar, where we don't have to stretch, struggle, or face discomfort. But let me tell you something. Nothing great happens inside that comfort zone. It's a place where dreams go to die. The problem with staying in your comfort zone is that it feels good in the moment, but it doesn't bring growth. You won't get any closer to your goals if you never challenge yourself. When you choose the easy path, you might feel secure, but you're not going to experience the progress you're capable of. Comfort, while pleasant, is the enemy of personal development. Growth requires discomfort. It demands that you push yourself into new territories, take risks, and face uncertainty. If you look at the successful people around you, you'll notice one common thread. They've learned to embrace discomfort. They've stepped outside their comfort zones time and time again. It's not that they never felt fear or doubt, they just didn't let it stop them. They understood that every moment spent pushing past their comfort zones was a step closer to the person they wanted to become and the life they wanted to live. Remember this, your comfort zone is the place where your potential goes to sleep. It's the place where you'll find excuses, distractions, and self-doubt. But outside of that zone, that's where the magic happens. The growth, the challenges, the victories. Every time you push yourself beyond what's easy, you expand your limits and unlock new opportunities. Here's the truth. If you're not willing to step out of your comfort zone, you're not going to make any real progress. You can't expect to be successful by staying in the same place, doing the same things. To get something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. It's as simple as that. Comfort may feel good now, but it's the struggles, the challenges, and the discomforts that build the strength, the resilience, and the success that last. So don't let the fear of the unknown hold you back. Step out, take the leap, push yourself. Understand that when you step out of that safe space, you're stepping into the realm of possibilities. And it's there in the discomfort that you'll find the growth and success you're truly capable of. In life, there are a lot of things that are beyond your control. The weather, the economy, other people's actions. These are all things you can't change, no matter how hard you try. But here's the good news. There's one thing you always have control over, and that's you. Your actions, your mindset, your attitude, and how you respond to the world around you are within your power. And this is where your focus needs to be. The real key to success lies in putting your energy where it matters most, into the things you can control. You cannot control the circumstances that happen to you, but you can control how you react to them. You can choose to meet challenges with strength and determination, or you can choose to let them defeat you. The choice is always yours. And when you focus on what you can control, you realize that your power lies within yourself. Too many people waste time and energy on things they can't change. They complain about the economy, they blame others for their setbacks, and they let external circumstances dictate their happiness and success. But the most successful individuals understand that focusing on these things is a waste of precious time. Instead, they focus on their thoughts, their habits, and the actions they can take today to move closer to their goals. Think about it. You can control how much effort you put into your work. You can control whether you take the time to learn and grow. You can control your habits, your discipline, and your ability to push forward even when things are tough. When you focus on developing these aspects of yourself, your life begins to transform. You stop being a victim of your circumstances and start becoming the creator of your reality. You can't control the world, but you can control your approach to it. You can't control how others treat you, but you can control the way you respond. You can't control the setbacks, but you can control how you persevere. The most successful people know that it's not about the external factors, but how they handle them that determines their success. So don't waste another minute trying to control the uncontrollable. Focus your attention on what you can change, your decisions, your actions, and your mindset. When you do that, you'll realize that you're no longer at the mercy of the world around you. You've become the master of your own destiny, and that's where true power lies. If you want to achieve anything of value, you're going to face resistance. It's a given. The moment you decide to pursue a meaningful goal, you'll encounter resistance. Whether it's in the form of self-doubt, fatigue, distractions, or obstacles that seem impossible to overcome. But let me tell you something, resistance isn't something to avoid. It's something to push through, because on the other side of resistance is growth, progress, and success. Here's the truth. Resistance is not your enemy. It's a signal. It's telling you that you're on the right path. If there's no resistance, chances are you're not pushing yourself hard enough. When you take the easy path, you won't face much resistance, but you also won't experience the rewards that come from real effort. The real winners in life are the ones who don't give up when things get tough. They understand that resistance is part of the process. They've learned to lean into it, to face it head on, and to keep moving forward despite it. Let me remind you, every time you push through resistance, you're building strength. You're building character. You're building the very qualities that will make you successful in the long run. When you face challenges and continue to show up, even when it's difficult, you develop a mental toughness that's irreplaceable. And that's what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. It's not about avoiding challenges or waiting for the perfect moment. It's about showing up when things aren't going smoothly, when your energy is low, and when the road ahead seems uncertain. This is where most people fail. They give up when they encounter resistance. They get discouraged, they lose faith, and they quit just before they're about to break through. But winners, the ones who succeed, know that resistance is just the price they pay for progress. They push through one step at a time, even when it feels hard, because they know that it's in the struggle that they'll find their strength. They know that the tougher the challenge, the greater the reward. Understand this. Pushing through resistance is not about waiting for the perfect conditions. It's about doing the work even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when things seem impossible. The more you push, the stronger you get. The more you persist, the closer you get to your goal. Resistance is not there to stop you. It's there to test your commitment. And when you pass that test, you're one step closer to the success you've been working for. So the next time you feel resistance, don't shy away from it. Embrace it. Push through it. Know that on the other side, you'll be a stronger, more capable person ready for the next level of your journey. The winners are the ones who keep going even when the going gets tough. And if you want to be one of them, you have to learn to push through the resistance, no matter what. Self-discipline is the foundation of all success. It's the quiet force that keeps you moving forward when the excitement fades, when the motivation is no longer there, and when it seems like every excuse in the world is standing in your way. It's easy to act when everything is aligned, when the circumstances are perfect. But the true test of character lies in what you do when things get tough. That's where self-discipline becomes crucial. The reality is, without self-discipline, even the most talented and capable individuals will fall short. It's not the lack of ability that keeps people from success, it's the lack of consistent effort. The failure to show up day after day, and the inability to do what needs to be done when it's hard or uncomfortable. Self-discipline is what makes the difference between those who wish for success and those who achieve it. It's what turns your dreams into reality. Think about this. Every day you're faced with choices. Some choices are small, some are large, but all of them contribute to your future. The successful person makes the disciplined choice, even when it's easier to make the comfortable choice. They don't give in to temptation, they don't procrastinate, and they don't let their emotions dictate their actions. They've learned that self-discipline is the bridge between where they are and where they want to be. The truth is, it doesn't matter how talented you are if you can't harness the power of self-discipline. Talent is only valuable if it's backed by consistent action. Self-discipline is the muscle you use to turn your potential into performance. It's what gets you to take that extra step, to keep going when you feel like quitting, and to push through the difficult days when giving up seems like the easier option. And just like any muscle, the more you use it, the stronger it gets. There's also another important truth about self-discipline. It's a choice. Every day you have the opportunity to decide whether or not you will be disciplined. It doesn't come from waiting for motivation to strike. It's about committing to your goals and your future, regardless of how you feel in the moment. It's about doing the right thing even when it's inconvenient or unpleasant. And once you begin to make this choice consistently, you'll see results that most people will only dream about. Self-discipline doesn't just change your actions. It changes your life. It gives you the power to control your future, to shape your destiny, and to become the person you've always wanted to be. It's the ability to stay focused on your goals, even when distractions are everywhere. It's what allows you to build lasting habits, to stay committed to the long term, and to rise above the short-term temptations that so often derail progress. So if you want to be successful, you must cultivate self-discipline. You must develop the ability to act, to keep going, to stick to your plan, and to do the work that others are unwilling to do. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. When you commit to self-discipline, you're not just building your future, you're creating the person who will achieve everything you've set out to accomplish. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of big, bold moves. We all dream of taking one giant leap that will change everything. But here's the reality. The real path to success is made of small, consistent steps. It's the daily actions, the little decisions, and the small improvements that ultimately lead to the big wins. The person who focuses only on the huge breakthrough is the one who misses the power of incremental progress. The truth is, success doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. It's about making small, smart choices every single day that, over time, add up to something remarkable. Whether it's reading a few pages of a book, getting a little better at your craft, or saving a bit of money each month, those small actions, repeated over time, compound. And before you know it, they lead to massive results. If you want to get ahead, stop looking for shortcuts. Stop waiting for that perfect opportunity to come along. Instead, focus on the small, consistent actions that will put you in the right place at the right time with the right skills. Every time you make a choice that moves you closer to your goal, no matter how small, you are building the foundation for something much bigger. Think about it. If you improve just 1% each day, in a year, you'd be 365% better than you were when you started. That's the power of small steps. It doesn't have to be a huge change all at once. Just a little progress every day will move you further than you ever imagined. The key is to keep going, even when the changes don't seem significant in the moment, because eventually those small steps add up to something extraordinary. Most people give up too soon because they don't see instant results. They're looking for the big payoff right away. But success is like planting a seed. You water it daily, you nurture it, and you wait patiently for it to grow. There will be times when you don't see much progress, and you may question if it's even worth it. But trust me, the results are coming. Small steps, repeated day after day, create the momentum that leads to big wins. And here's the most important thing. It's not about perfection. It's about persistence. You don't need to take huge leaps to get ahead. You just need to take consistent, steady steps. The winners are not the ones who make one big move and hope for success. They're the ones who are committed to making small improvements every day, knowing that those little efforts over time will add up to extraordinary results. So take it one step at a time. Focus on making small, positive changes every day. Each action you take today brings you closer to the life you want tomorrow. Small steps lead to big wins. And it's the willingness to take those steps, even when they seem insignificant, that will get you where you want to go. Let's face it, success isn't easy. If it were, everyone would have it. The road to achievement is often filled with struggle, difficulty, and challenges. But here's the key. You must learn to embrace the struggle. It's not something to fear or avoid, but something to face head on. Because it's in those tough moments that you build the strength, resilience, and character that will carry you to success. The struggle is where growth happens. It's easy to succeed when everything is going smoothly, when the winds are at your back and the path is clear. But real success comes when you push through adversity, when you keep going even when things get tough. Every time you confront the struggle, every time you persist through the challenges, you become a little stronger, a little wiser, and a little more capable of handling whatever comes next. Think about it this way. If you never had to face a challenge, if everything came easily, you wouldn't be ready for what's ahead. Struggles teach you lessons you can't learn from success. They force you to become resourceful, to dig deeper, to tap into strength you never knew you had. Without struggle, you don't develop the skills needed to navigate the complexities of life and success. The harder the challenge, the greater the opportunity for personal growth. And let's not forget about resilience. The people who truly succeed are the ones who bounce back after failure, who push through the hard times, and who stay committed to their goals even when things seem impossible. Resilience is built in the face of struggle, and it's that resilience that separates those who achieve from those who fall short. It's not about avoiding challenges, but about learning how to handle them, to rise above them, and to come out stronger on the other side. When you embrace the struggle, you stop seeing it as something that holds you back. You begin to see it as a necessary part of your journey. You start to understand that the struggle is not there to defeat you. It's there to make you better. It's a process of refinement, like metal being shaped in a forge. The more you go through, the stronger and sharper you become. And in the end, you'll be prepared for the success that waits for you. So don't shy away from difficulty. Don't run from challenges. Embrace them, face them with determination, and know that each struggle is an opportunity for growth. It's in those moments, when everything seems hard, that your true strength is built. And when you look back, you'll realize that it was through embracing the struggle that you became the person who achieved the success you once only dreamed of. If you want to experience true growth and success, you have to stop comparing yourself to others. There will always be someone with more, someone who seems to be ahead of you and someone who appears to be doing better. But here's the secret. Your only competition is yourself. The key to progress isn't in outdoing others, it's in outdoing the person you were yesterday. Every day you wake up, you have an opportunity to be better than you were the day before. This is where the real power lies, in the commitment to improve yourself, to learn from your mistakes, and to strive for progress, not perfection. When you compete with yourself, you stop focusing on external comparisons and start focusing on personal growth. You measure success not by how you stack up against others, but by how much you've grown, how much you've learned, and how much closer you are to your own potential. Think about it. When you compare yourself to others, you're focusing on things you can't control. You're focusing on their journey, their circumstances, their timing. But you can control your own actions, your own mindset, and your own growth. If you put all of your energy into improving yourself, if you make it your goal to be better today than you were yesterday, that's where real progress happens. This is the path to true fulfillment. The person you were yesterday isn't who you need to be tomorrow. You don't need to look to others for validation or to measure your worth. Instead, ask yourself, what have I learned today? How can I be better tomorrow? Competing with yourself means consistently raising your own standards, pushing past your own limits, and refusing to settle for anything less than your best. Every time you challenge yourself, you move one step closer to your goals, to the person you know you're capable of becoming. Here's the beauty of competing with yourself. It's an endless journey. There's always something new to learn, another level to reach, and another area of your life to improve. You can't outgrow your own potential because it has no limits. So instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. The person you were yesterday is already in the past. The person you're becoming is what matters now. Every day you have the chance to get better, to rise higher, and to achieve more than you ever thought possible. And here's the best part. The more you compete with yourself, the more you realize that your greatest achievements have nothing to do with anyone else. They are a reflection of the hard work, the dedication, and the relentless pursuit of your own betterment. When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, you'll discover a deeper sense of satisfaction, pride, and success that no external comparison could ever bring.